people were raised on survival.
Yeah, that's real. Let me get Q in. Let me just read these super chats real quick. G Firm. Did it pop up yet? G Firm with the $5 super chat. If you have a high school diploma, skilled trade, and clean criminal record, you can kiss the hood goodbye. It doesn't take much. Living testimony. I think Savage's is similar. Savage with the 20 ball. My grandparents grew up in Wyndham Projects. My dad had me in the projects too. They saved up so we can move to a trailer. We lived there for a couple years and bought a house. We have to stop. People don't want to sacrifice. One more. Savage with the $5. Let's not lie. These are not 1930s women. Women today are selfish. Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, I know Savage gonna eat and throw mad bread at us after I'm done speaking on this, but I'm gonna have to disagree with the entire panel and say false. Or unless anybody else said false, then I agree with y'all. The reason that I'm saying false is because I think that we're talking about single mothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when I'm thinking about single moms, I'm also considering single dads. And I don't think that anybody raising children, quote unquote, raising children in a single way is doing any better than the other party. The reason that I say that is because I think that everybody has a particular role that they function in. So when you look at single dads, a lot of times they try not to stay single long because they can't do a good job doing their job as a single dad, raising those kids. Any man disagree with that?
Of course.
Okay.
It's unfounded.
Right. So you understand that struggle because at that point, all you're doing is maintaining the child.
What I'm saying is what you're saying, they hurry up and find a wife is unfounded. Where'd you get that from?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you saying? They rush to find a wife because they can't do it? Who told you? Where'd you get that information?
Is there any single men on the panel raising
Chief?
children as a single?
Chief.
But you have them all the time, Chief?
Majority of them.
All the time?
No.
Because majority is like saying some.
It's greater than 50%.
Okay,
No,
but
majority is majority.
But it's not all the time.
No, it's not all the time.
Right. So you're not included in what I'm saying. So any single fathers on the panel who have the children all the time, the way because you know what the fuck you're talking about when you're talking about a single mom. So I'm talking about a single dad.
Yeah.
Men are not built for that.
But you can't. What I'm saying, what we just said, is the stats do not back that up. So are you just
you know how I
speaking
feel
from
about
what?
stats, yeah.
I know, but why you
just do is support shit with stats because it's like let's just say whatever and then put a stat with it. But I'm talking about just now. If we was to say single dads, right, and then Chief raised his hand and y'all was about to go along with it, that's who be in them stats. But I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about the reality. Men are not built to raise children by themselves. Right?
The argument is men are more well equipped than women to raise children by themselves. And that's what statistics support.
So, no, fuck. Okay. So we having two different conversations because I'm not going to go with that statistical shit.
We're having the same conversation. You don't want to acknowledge the numbers.
But they're always flawed, him. The numbers.
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna let you right out. What I'm saying is, you agree we are having the same conversation. You are refuting the numbers though to back up the fact that single fathers do better than single mothers.
I doubt it. And this is just my observation. That's the only thing I typically speak from.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in your statement, Q. You don't agree with him saying that men are better equipped to be single parents than women are?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I think women have this tendency to have a lot more, how can I say it, drive. A woman will like run herself into the ground to make sure that she can do her best to raise those children. I don't see men function at that level. Niggas get a fucking headache and it's like they got fucking COVID 2020. Like,
how do you know?
It's dip.
I don't know if I agree with that, Q.
Are y'all serious?
Yeah. Q, you're not even around enough men for that.
I don't agree with that, Q.
Y'all cannot agree with it. So like I'm saying, niggas can't even handle a fucking headache in comparison to most women. So that woman, she's gonna go hard. She might not be complete and whole in that. And I'm not saying that women should be raising children alone, but comparing a man raising kids as a single father to a woman raising kids as a single mom, like there ain't no fucking comparison there.
So
I don't. But let me finish. Y'all gonna let me land? Y'all gonna let me land? Y'all gonna let me land? When it comes to raising, right? I believe it was one of you niggas that said a woman can raise a child, right? She can raise a boy. We talking about definition. She can bring him up and carry him through, but she can't make him into a man. Am I correct?
No, you're wrong.
Bullshit. Run the tape back.
What I'm saying is, well, you just been wrong generally, right? Because it's outcomes, Q. See, you want to ignore the outcome and bring it on and blame it on fried chicken. But the outcomes from these single mother-led homes are the outcomes. So you have to weigh in on the actual outcomes, not what you think, because that gets a little scary. It gets a little sketchy.
No,
and then hold on. Now I'll let you land, right? No,
you didn't. If you look at the question that's strolling, single mothers are maintaining children but not raising them. That's a cute tagline, right? But if we answer that question truthfully, yes, they are. If you look at what raising is, they're carrying them through. They are still teaching them things. Is that not what you're implying that the men do too?
Yeah, the men do.
Any of y'all say your mother never, or any guys who were raised by a single mom, can you say your mother never taught you a goddamn thing?
Did you hear what Bub said earlier? So he said, yeah, they were maintained, right? They made sure they were fed and clothed and had clean clothes and things of that nature. But hold on, I don't want to go off on the point that you said that was 100% false. Women push harder than men. Look at the jobs men do around the world. Women don't do those jobs. What? Yeah, hold on, you can't. Now here's where you start to fail. You start to discount everything that's making sense because it doesn't align. Men do hard jobs. Now that I'm in Texas, I'm getting perspective on these oil fields. It's 100% men, even the engineers in the office, just in case something hits the fan.
You're right. And then after that, they're not able to keep up with that household at that same level, which is why they need the woman to back them.
However, because you're going to ignore the numbers, but there's a bunch of people watching and a bunch of people listening. We're not going to allow that point to land without bringing in the statistics.
Fuck them niggas.
So what I'm saying is the results, the outcomes for those children led by single father-led homes are the same as a nuclear family. And those results are better. You can't ignore that. It's disingenuous to do so. Go ahead.
Yeah. Again, you're only going to back that shit that you're saying with numbers. I'm talking about real shit. Niggas is not equipped to keep pushing once they get home like the women do.
I feel like that's not I feel like that's not valid. Like I can see your perspective of it, but I feel like because we're looking at it as how men react with a woman in a home, because 9 times out of 10 you're not seeing how a man operates when a woman is not in a home, because that's him by himself. I've seen men do the damn thing as single fathers by themselves, not looking for a woman, not doing none of that, because that's what they have to do. Now, when a woman is involved, yes, I can't handle a headache. Yes, I can't feed myself. Yes, I don't know how to cook. Yes, I can't do my laundry. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman is present. Yes, I can't do it by myself because I have the option not to. But when you see a man fully operate as a man and a father by himself, he can do it.
while also doing those same jobs that Hamp was talking about. So we work those same hard jobs and come home and do the same shit. The same work is done with or without a woman in the home.
Do you think that the statistics are different because of discipline? That the man provides the discipline, or is because he's raising the children?
Discipline. Mm-hmm. Yeah, discipline. Mm-hmm.
Right. So again, it has nothing to do with raising them then. So that's a whole different question, right? Or am I wrong? Should the wording say, are men better disciplinarians in the household than women?
Well, no, Isha just said, we having a conversation, right? The question is going to say what the question says. But if we go off on a tangent from the question, we just going to have a different conversation about a different question.
But I think it's because men discipline the children more than a woman, and that's why they're more better behaved. I don't think that men are raising these children, because if you work long hours, Ham, so how would you be able to be a single dad?
It would be tough.
It would be like Bub's situation. And I think most men work long, hard hours. Just thinking about my stepdad, like he worked like 20 hours a day. So if he was a single dad, how would that be better than my mom being a single mom? The only thing that he provided was discipline.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so can I finish my point, my original point? I think typically women's role don't change even when they get with somebody. The raising that they doing, they still raising. When the man comes in, he becomes the maintainer. Right? Because y'all provide the finances mainly. Am I correct? And with the exception of discipline. Your main role is to provide the finances and maintain that household, right? But that structure comes from her. Is that correct? The teachings come from her.
Structure doesn't come from her.
No. And Mary probably could answer that better than anybody else.
Q, hold on, Bub. Let me get one thing straight. Q, are you thinking that we're supposed to answer the way you want? No. Or are you asking for genuine answers?
I don't, because I know you.
I didn't say anything. Bub said it.
Reactive.
But when Bub said you rolled your neck in your eyes, you're acting like a girl. Why can't you listen to what he's saying and take it in?
Okay, but it doesn't seem like, all right, how can I say this? Do you guys feel like you maintain your household or that you do the raising?
Both.
For
sure. But why is the hesitation and then the
We thought about our answer before we answered.
Because you capping. Y'all know y'all maintain that fucking household. Stop playing with
me. Can I read some? Let me read some super chat, and then Bub, you can jump in on this thing. She's an asshole. Growth in God podcast with he sent 20, I think. Yeah, 2 and then 2, another 10. Let me see. So I think he may want us to read this. Bub, you want to read?
Yeah. Okay. Marriage is the first institution God established in the earth. Men and women are the foundation of family. Best success is found doing things God's way. We find failures most times disregarding God's way.
Okay.
Gave me the God one.
Yeah. That wasn't even on purpose.
Real Bravado stay on your heels. Shout out to the Real Bravado Network.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
Find out you. I started to think Q was a professional gaslighter. God. I don't want to put that on you, but
if the shoe fit. $5 G Firm was popping. All my life, I was raised by a single dad till age 12. I can speak to the experience. Maybe I should drop G Firm the link if he on camera.
So
G Firm, let me know if you want.
With that experience, you think that at the age of 12 was enough to be raised by his dad? Like, I'm confused. I want to know like the difference between from 12 to where he's at now, and I guarantee he still operates off a lot of those lessons his dad taught him.
Yeah, 12 is significant. Hold on. Savage with the $5. Single fathers have better outcomes than single mothers. I didn't finish school. 2-time felon, over $200,000 a year. Women are lazy in all parts of life.
Wow. Damn.
Tell me how you feel about women without telling me. God.
Last one, Alex, then you can jump in. $5. King. Oh, shit. Savage.
Damn,
King
Savage.
Kong, Young Thug, Dirt, FBG Duck, all single mothers.
Wow.
Go ahead, Alex.